Today on Uncommonly Good MTG, we're playing a Rakdos mill deck entitled Demonic Bargain. It's all about that particular card right there, Demonic Bargain. But you heard what I said, Rakdos mill. What? If you are interested, stay tuned. Find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host. This video is based on a true story. Dr. Yukon Suckit. Yes, thank you.
Filmed for a live studio audience.
Thank you so much. Yukon Suckit. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck I found over on the Aether Hub, hosted by TayMalace. What did Tay call it? Let's see. He called it Chandra Demonic Bargain Combo. Chandra Demonic Bargain Combo. I think he changed the name from when he first played with this. I saw that he changed it 3 hours ago. I started playing with this yesterday. I think it had like a Chandra and Ashiok's Demonic Bargain name or something like that. Anyways, that's what he calls it. I just called it Demonic Bargain just because it fits better up there, and Demonic Bargain is specifically the name of that card. What is this deck really? It is Rakdos Mill. That's what we're talking about here today. Rakdos Mill. Wow. If somebody likes to play mill decks, it's incredible that it's time to play something different. It's usually we're all stuck on Mind Breakers and Jaces, but nope. We actually got none of those in here, and we're playing something completely different. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to probably actually pull through this deck a little bit slow, just so I can pull up the combo strings a little bit. But other than that, we're going to plow through the cards, and then we're going to talk a little bit about what this deck does, and then we'll go out and we'll crush some hopes and dreams. All right, we got Creature Kill. It's -4, and Proliferate. Proliferate's great because it'll make your Planeswalkers bigger. And racing to make your Planeswalkers bigger is a big part of what this deck's about. There's not much other than Proliferate to do it, so you may want to hold on to those. So if it's Creature Kill, this guy gets you, he's technically ramp, right? He's a 3/1, so he's got some jaws on him, even though he's got a glass jaw, because he'll totally die with one little hit. But when he dies, he gives you a treasure token, which helps you to get into your upper category faster. So good for him. Demonic Bargain. This is the thing that makes this deck work, comboed with something else. We'll talk about that. Let's just get to it. All right, Demonic Bargain. Exile the top 13 cards of your library. Okay, you're taking 13 cards of your library and putting them into exile. You search your library for a card, anything that wasn't exiled, and you put that card into your hand and you shuffle. That's it. So, yeah, you give up 13 cards out of your 60. Now, you've already pulled whatever, this is at least turn 3. So you already pulled a ton to get to that point. It might be a third of your deck left at this point, right? Gone. Reason why? Because this is your mill engine right there, Ashiok. And look at the -7. Target player exiles the top X cards of their library, where X is the total mana value of cards you own in exile. Oh, never mind. I didn't realize how that thing worked. So mana value. So you have to get your cards in there. And it's not the number of cards. It's the number of cards and their mana value. Total mana value of cards. Okay, so that's much easier to get to. Anyways, so it's not just 13. It would be, 4, I don't know, just a bunch of stuff. That is fantastic. You see it, Ashiok, when you're playing this thing, he has a little counter on him so you can see how much you have to do. Once you get enough cards exiled, you can pull out the -7 and then basically mill them to death. Thing is, you got to get this guy up to 7. He starts at a 5. So therefore, if you can use Drowned Ichor to proliferate him faster, that works better. The other thing then is that Chandra says whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, copy it. You choose new targets for this ability. The ability triggers only once for each turn. So therefore, if you can have Chandra out already, that means that if you can play Drowned Ichor, that you can then get out Ashiok. You could then do 2 proliferates, getting him up to 7. At which point you'd be able to use his -7 ability on the turn he dropped to be able to cause it to occur. So we've got you've got to have played this at some point to get enough cards into the exile. You have to have a Chandra out already, and she just has to have 1 life left or loyalty point. But then if you have Ashiok and Drown and Ichor, you can have a 1-turn kill of your opponent, provided you got everything set up beforehand. There's other ways of getting there, but that's probably the most efficient. The other thing is if you need help getting things into exile, Chandra does it, Ashiok does it. So yeah, those two will work together towards increasing the number of cards in your exile pile. What else we got to protect us here? The End will take things out. This is probably one of the coolest new cards. I love the fact that it's 4 and then potentially 2, but that you get to basically say, yeah, that card was a target creature or planeswalker. Never again. Never again. Big Score helps you look for stuff. Unfortunately, puts things into the graveyard, not into exile. And Gix's command will wipe the board and do a bunch of other weird stuff. You got a nice, weird, interesting selections of lands over here. Dual lands. This guy puts out little tiny mites with Toxic, because why not, right? And we can bring things back from the graveyard if we need to go get our planeswalkers again. Hopefully we can. All right, so that's it. What are we going to do? Like I said, we're going to try to get our combo pieces together and destroy, destroy, destroy. Before we do, let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Dear Black King Toxtrol, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as I attempt to crush my enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear the lamentation of the women. We're playing against Buddy Guy. Alright, that's pretty nice. Keep. Hi. Get in the pod. There's our 2 friends. Alright, do this means I can actually go for the throat if I need to. You got a treasure. What are you gonna do? You attack that thing? All right. There, I went ahead and healed your invasion while I was at it. Get a guy out when his death means even more mana for me, which will get me into the 6th category, which is time for Chandra. Alright, well that's the whole combo there. No attacks. Yikes! I don't think we have any place that we can't recover from this, unfortunately. A little bit of something. Let's just kill that off. One, two, three, four, 5. And that's 3, which leaves 1 for 6. Sure. Little board wipe action doesn't hurt anybody. Of course, I can't wipe those things out because their powers are too strong. Alright, so now he'll come after Chandra on the next turn, which means we can lay out Chandra again. We got 22 for Ashiok. Hopefully he'll run out of cards. Sweet googly moogly. I think I got enough to do it. Double up? Sure, why not? No, what does that take? Ward 2? No, I need the mana available. I have creatures in my graveyard to bring back? Yeah, I do. One and two. You're my friends. Let's... Alright, we'll exile. Alright, we're just shooting them down. Losing all that stuff. Got haste, I think. Yep. And another. Hopefully he'll get nothing this turn. There we go. Perfect. I'm going to take the mana is what I'm going to take. Alright, and you are also going to do something a lot like that. How are we down to your 10? I better stop screwing myself over. One. Let's get some defense out there. 2. 3. Alright, let's pump you up. Just do it that way. Wait. Can I cancel that? Control Z. Too late. And grab what we need. Sure. That looks actually pretty cool. Alright, we're at 7. Can we hold it together? And he's at the level where he can kill. At 44, the guy's got 33. Alright, we got it. Alright, here we go. We're gonna get it. And throw out the GG, and we're done. And we win! And the way this deck is supposed to. Victory! Alright, playing against 433. A couple big scores of 4. That's the only problem with these. They're really good, and they're probably worth the 4. I just wish we had something maybe a little bit better at 3. Like we did the same thing, but we just had like, you know, one treasure token out of the deal. All right, 433, you need to make some decisions, man. What's going on here? Spooky Town? Dance for me. Alright, here's a guy. You gonna chump it? Chump, chew chump. What are we playing? Rakdos as well? Just gonna take it. All right. All right. Here is 4. Demonic Argon might be good at this point. I can tell we're gonna do this instead. Alright, so we'll use the Riveter as a chump. I bet you'll put somebody else out, which will allow for Chandra to do her magic against 2 of them. He's going to steal my cards. And they're just exiled there. All right. Yeah, 1 mana. That means not a whole lot's going to happen. You can attack. Let's go, Joe. All right, so I got 6. I'll have 7. Here's 8. 8. I need 6. I can put out Riveters and a Chandra and lay down some awfulness. If I do this, I have to get rid of a card. No matter what, if I want to target that, I got to get rid of a card. Let's just put out our friend the Riveter. What do I have over here? Just 1? That's fine. Alright, we're playing slow place judo. I wonder what he stole from me. That's the question. What are we down to here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. Chandra. I got to put it out that way. Nothing else costs that much. Oh, you're killing me, 433. Here she comes. Yeah, man, you got 1 mana. I don't know what you're planning on doing with that. One, two, three, four. I'm thinking we should probably play defense, is what we should do, instead of going for the throat. No attacks. What do I got left here? 44? Okay, cool. I'll be getting rid of 26 cards. That's rough. Necessary. All right, first bunch. Let's take an Ashiok. Let's take the end. I'm not a big fan of screwing myself over more. All right, I think I don't want to do this. That's too much at this point. There we go. And welcome in, my friend. Can I just play use a land? Yeah, there we go. All right, so we got another bomb. We got the ability to eliminate somebody and eliminate somebody again. Drowned Ichor is going to be really great. It'll get us... In fact, I can win the game next turn if you just put 1 creature out. That is exactly how we need to not be doing it. Don't worry, I'll kill it before you get a chance to do anything. Want to bring people back from the graveyard? Maybe. And 1 guy. There we go. We still got to build up to 7 though. Down Ichor will get us an extra point. Extra loyalty point there. And then we're gone. We're screwed completely, and we just have to go up to this guy's throat at this point. And we also get ourselves down to 10 turn. We're on quite a clock here. Alright, you're my boy, Riveteers Requisitioner. Alright, so she's just a firebomb of love. And we're down to 6 cards now. Self-milling, man. It's always a hard thing to do. As a sorcery. Hey, he looks a lot like my own guy. So I wish I could do the 2-shot right to his face. That'd be fantastic. But that's not going to work out, is it? What are we down to here? 5? Alright, so provided nothing else happens, we got lethal next turn. This is the only thing that will protect us. Since John Ichor is sorcery. He's got a lot of cards, and he's got a lot of mana. And we're down to 3. He doesn't like anything he has. This is going to be skin of my teeth. It's going to be incredible if we pull this one off. Still there. He doesn't have any creatures out, otherwise he would have put something out, I would imagine. You can try to draw a card. Alright, you're down to 2 mana. There we go. I guess I could have proliferated twice there. That would have been nice. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's go for the full 10. In your face, God, we have what? 2 cards left? That's so close. Victory. All right, playing against Not Today 84. Not Today 84. All right, looks like we've got the ability to kill some stuff. See, those are 2s. All right. Suck it, sucker fish. Eventually I can wipe the board on that one, but do I care right now? Not really. And we're done. I mean, I guess our next... I mean, this is going to be when they have a fuller board. I could take out individual of some repute. Big score. Nope. I'm going to get rid of that. Alright, there's a nice demonic bargain. That'll help Ashiok get what you need. I need some creatures, though, is the problem. That would be them all. He's got your ossification, so that's it for planeswalkers. And he's got his own planeswalker. Alright, we're taking lots of hits. Let's go ahead and pull this. What are we going to do here? We're going to power 2 greater, and there we go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's plenty. So let's put this guy out. Yuck. Ah, here comes the ossifications. That's exactly what we need to lose. Can you go for the other one now? There we go. There we go, fairy dust. Alright, so we got somebody who can pop out to protect our friend Ashiok. Except he's got a third one. That's ridiculous. Alright, we're going to have to do this the hardcore way then. Knock knock. Knock knock. One, two, three. Open your door. There she is. Let's put this one up here for a little bit too. You just bounced it back. One, two. I still got 3, man. All right, let's do that. One and 2. And there's the last one. I think exile going on. And it's demonically bargain. We're going to smoke ourselves with this, but what can you do at this point? We need Ashiok. What are we down to? 20? All right, that's good. How long do these live for? I didn't even get a chance to kill him. Victory! Alright, playing against Thrawnmich. That's all black. I hope they'll pull up something better than this. All black. We're not getting anywhere with our reds. All right, let's see. So we got that. We need more mana, specifically of the red variety. You could do it, deck. I believe in you. Gone. All of them. Just had 2 of them, huh? What are we playing against up here? Ossify. Enchantments. He's just big old enchanting things. All he can really do is ossify me at this point. And he only has 1. All right, there's some more targets for you. What I got there? I got 6. I could put it out. Question is, does she have the ability to stay alive? Let's just play the game for it. All right, Demonic Bargain. And we win. All right, apparently we got rid of his one creature. That was all it took. Victory. All right, so here we are with Demonic Bargain. And yeah, this deck, I would say this about this deck, is that it was not like super competitive. You know, it's like any mill deck. It's going to win. You know, if it wins more than 50%, you're doing good. But you're going to feel like you lose a lot. In reality, see, I ended up getting 58% win rate with this deck. Let me pull this one up to see what it is. And actually, today I ended up getting a 71% rate in today's games. I kind of think yesterday was cursed. That's why I didn't put a video out yesterday. I couldn't get anything to work. I played 6 different decks yesterday. I probably played like 100 games. Everything was just beat. Like, yeah, I played this exact same deck yesterday. I had 40% win rate. Today I play it 71%. So I don't know what to tell you. It just, you have cursed days every once in a while. Yesterday was definitely bad for me. This deck, I'm going to say it's a 71% win rate. It felt really good. I still don't think it's that competitive. You know, aggro takes it down. That's its big problem. It just takes too long to get there. You have a lot of good things at the beginning of the deck to be able to help deal with aggro, between Requisitioners getting out there to be some defense to take out some boys. But he's only got one butt, which means anything is going to knock him over. You're usually using it just to try to get his treasure so you can start ramping up as hard as you can. The end is great. Yeah, you know, the only other thing I'd say about this deck you got to watch out for, it's all about getting that Demonic Bargain to try to throw as many cards into exile as you can. I've done that too much. In fact, I accidentally milled myself while playing that. That was the suck. That was the big time suck there. All right, who's our MVP? Who was the MVP of this deck? It was Chandra's Hope. That was a card I kept hoping for all the time. I mean, the good thing is that with Demonic Bargain and Ashiok's Wicked Manipulator, you were plowing through your deck, and you were able to get to Chandra pretty quickly and a bunch. And her being able to come out and basically shoot 2 creatures was fantastic. She is expensive. She's 6. It was hard to get there. You need your board wipes in this game to get things going. Between the individual creatures, the end, Gix's command, you are just killing creatures and wiping the board and Chandraing your way to just trying to get it. Because the other problem is that there's not a lot of creatures. You don't have a lot of defense. Ashiok needs to build to get where Ashiok needs to get. Funny part, despite all those hurdles, this deck actually wins more times than it doesn't. It's crazy. It's crazy. Anyways, Chandra's Hope Beacon, as expensive it was, is the MVP of this deck. The other one I'd say is Demonic Bargain. It's just because that's the card that makes this deck work. You know, you need to dump so much stuff into your exile, and Demonic Bargain does it. And the funny part, one time I got down to like 10 cards. I think you probably see this gun. Yeah, it's when I was going up against it was a long one, Kitsumiya. He nailed my last Ashiok, and I'm just like, holy smokes! So I just had to beat his butt with Requisitioners and Chandra as hard as I could, and try to get it out there with like 2 cards left over when I was all done. When I had to turn this thing into a beatdown deck at the last second, oh, the thing is though, is it delivered. It did it. It did it. All right, was this deck competitive? I don't know. I'm gonna say yes, but I'm gonna give it a half check for that one. I wouldn't say you're gonna take this one up the ladder. It's not gonna maybe be the best deck in the world. It's not gonna be tier 1, but it's a good deck. It wins more than it loses generally. Number 2, was this deck fun? I usually can't say that mill decks are fun. I kind of feel bad with this deck a lot because you are just wiping out creatures all the time. It's all about card draw and creature kill. And then, you know, you're just throwing away your own cards just so you can set up for the big mill at the end. But yeah, the anticipation was there. You were working towards it. You weren't just taking the punches all the time. So it had some fun to it. It did feel good. The funny part is that Riveteers Requisitioner is your only, like, dudes to get out there and are punching people in the face. But they're there. They do their thing. it was interesting. I don't want to ruin the whole interesting thing. So I'm going to give it a half check for fun, just because of the anticipation of trying to build yourself up to the final destructive power, right? All right, lastly, was the deck interesting? And totally it was. Why? Because it was a Rakdos mill. We haven't seen anything in the mill category other than, what are we looking at there? It's blue and colorless, so usually it's Azorius mill, or it might be Dimir mill, but it's all wrapped around, was it Jace? Yeah, the Jace Planeswalker and the Mindbreaker. And those were great, right? But yeah, getting Ashiok to do its thing and using Chandra and Demonic Bargain, fantastic combo. I'm totally with it. Plus the fact that Chandra does the exile as well just completely helps to get the top 5 cards, man. You are putting so much into your exile between Chandra and Ashiok and Demonic Bargain. They all worked really well together to make it work. It was incredible seeing this interesting new game format there, this version of Mill. So I got to give it a big interest checkbox in what it's got going on there. All right, so let's add that up. Was it competitive? Half check. Was it fun? 3/4 check. Was it interesting? Check plus plus. That's what I'm going to give it right there. So what am I going to rate this deck at? I'm going to give it a solid A. I'm going to give it a solid A. Here's the deal. If you like mill decks, this is a great mill deck, because in general, I feel this actually has the best win rate of mill decks that I've seen in a long time. Absolutely. So yeah, there you go. A straight A deck, totally worth playing. And if you decide to play with this deck, I hope that you have as much fun as I did. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, screw you guys, I'm going home. Bye.